My name is Latoya Fernandez, and I am the founder of Youth Hype, and it's a youth empowerment organization here in San Jose. And I'm a youth champion and education activist. And right now we're standing in front of Juvenile Hall. This is the facility where our youth are held after they've been arrested. Now, if you've been following Youth Hype, about a month ago we had a rally demanding that the juvenile justice system be dismantled. And so as we've continued our work, we've evolved and created a coalition of system-impacted youth who are going to be sharing their experiences and the things that they want to see replace this system. So we've gone from saying dismantle this system to how do we replace this system to become a space of healing, education, and resources for our youth. Most of the youth that are in here are youth from marginalized communities, black and brown youth. If they are victims of systemic oppression, how is it fair that their response to trauma is met with handcuffs in a cell? It's not okay. There should already be systems put in place inside of our schools to mitigate the interactions of our students with the police. And so there are some initiatives that are taking place right now in San Jose and in the county. One is getting officers off of school campuses, and we need to replace those officers with counselors, with restorative justice coordinators, with healers in the community, and people that can be responsive to the cultural needs of our students and families. The second thing is, like I said, the Youth Coalition, bringing youth voices to the table to talk about what it is they need. Because if we give them what they need, they won't end up in here. Now, there's a proposition on the ballot right now, Proposition 13, and this would be a $15 billion bond that would go towards the construction of schools here in San Jose. Now, I want to kind of dissect that a little bit, because while our schools do need, need an upgrade in facilities and construction and those kinds of things, we also want to think about what's going on the inside of our schools. Why are our kids ending up getting arrested in these places and being put in these juvenile detention centers? So instead of focusing on how do we put this money into the exterior infrastructure of these learning facilities, we need to start thinking about how do we put money and resources inside of the education systems that can partner with the city and counties to create resources for our youth, period. So I wanted to be here in front of this place and in front of this space to bring awareness that while some of us are enjoying our summer vacation, or some of us have the safety of being inside of our homes during a global pandemic, a lot of our youth do not. A lot of our youth are still here locked up during a global pandemic, victims of systemic racism, victims of abuse, and a lot of our youth that are locked up for committing property crimes. Who needs to commit a property crime? Somebody that doesn't have. So we need to start thinking about the why as opposed to the what, and start treating our youth as human beings. And we also need to start coming after the district attorney, Jeff Rosen, who highly benefits from our youth being locked up in these spaces. There's a deep political structure that's corrupt, and we have to start taking a look within that and tearing that structure down and replacing these structures with healing, resources, and support. Because at the end of the day, that's what our kids deserve.